party like an animal, you don't know.
Hey there, it's the grand finale of Carnival Buzz, and you are here with me, Scotticia, and Adele.
And my name is Ajal Williams, and as Katisha said, this is the final event of Sugar Mass 51. And Katisha, wow. Sugar Mass 51 for me was a wow.
I'm Mr. 869. Love we festival. Me not tell a lie. I love me festival. I love me carnival. I love the pretty girl whining, shaking up, drinking up, sure. I love the festival. I love the bacchanal. And when the people them party like an animal, you don't know. It's amazing feeling to be alive. So I can party with me friends, enjoy my life. In a matter of drunk or sober, we still a vibe. So DJ, please turn this one up to the sky. Hey. Plenty of days, we playing mass and we can't get enough. Planes them flying in for the festival, the thing not gonna man. They're waiting. Oh, I love me festival. I love me festival. I love me carnival. I love the pretty girl whining, shaking up, drinking up, sure. I love the festival. I love the bacchanal.
Yeah.
One of the takeaways for me during those conversations was the excitement for being outside after being inside.
Right.
For 2 years.
Right.
That entire hiatus that Carnival had to take because of COVID-19. And just being able to hear that and to be a part of it was exciting for me.
And was there a particular highlight of a person that you interviewed, you don't have to say their name, that you learned that you didn't know before about Carnival?
From St. But he was one of the main designers for Carnival, Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
I think it's at.
So he was the designer. He didn't come up with the concept of Beauty.
No, the concept was originated really from Carnival Committee culture,
right?
Where they try to highlight the impacts of waste in the ocean and in the environment on a whole,
right? And
how you could use those things to really make beautiful things. Like, I think it was more of a concept of your trash becoming treasure type thing. And meeting Melbourne, who had been doing this for a number of years, was a great experience for me.
Data is when you actually interviewed EBJ Panoramics, and they were the one who actually captured the crown for the best steel pan orchestra. And I was just struck by the hard work, the dedication, the commitment, the seriousness of the art form that EJ takes in making sure that we preserve this art form. So for me, that was a highlight. And as you said before, just being outside again, I mean, really and truly, you can't say it any better way. You know, just being outside after, 2-3 years now, that we are not able to actually have street parade, it's very rejuvenating and refreshing. I know that the Carnival opening and the shows and everything like that was exceptional also. Was there any shows, any soca competition, calypso competition, anything that you really attended that really blew you away? I know for me, just for me to answer my own question, I know for me it was absolutely the official opening, because I've never seen anything like that. And if you haven't been to a Sugar Mass opening, I think you need to plan for Sugar Mass 52 to attend, because I really think this Carnival committee deserved their flowers and the standing ovation that they gave. I think it was exceptional, and people are always dubbing it that it was the best opening that they've ever had. So now your turn.
I mean, to answer your question, for me, in terms of shows that I would have attended and which show would have blown me away, would have been the Talented Teen for me. To see the poise, the confidence, and the creativity that was coming for the young girls. I mean, it was like there is hope for our generation yet, you know.
Right.
And just seeing them perform, it was heartwarming for me. Even taking it to the Panorama competition and the interview that I had with EBJ Harmonics prior to them winning their third consecutive win. It was just hearing their passion and their excitement, like, okay, we're ready for the stage. And seeing the music lovers being able to put their talent on display. That sums up like why you should be here for Sugar Mass 52.
Absolutely. Right. And I agree with you. I wasn't able to attend the Talented Teen, but I was able to see it I live and reside in Dallas, Texas, but I come home every year because I think it's important to contribute to St. Kitts and your art form and where you're from, and contribute to the roots of who you are. So I make sure that every single year I come home and do my little part in making sure that I give the necessary contribution. But the Talented Teen, people have been dubbing it the Miss Universe of St. Kitts and Nevis.
And to piggyback off of that entire energy from the Talented Teen, there was an aspect of Carnival in terms of the opening that you said. I must agree with you that it was one of the best that I've experienced. It was full of life, full of color, the involvement of all the ministers. For me, I think I said it before, to see King Congress perform was a thing for me because
that was a highlight.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's a politician.
And just to see him take off that hat and put on his performer hat was lovely for me. And I was completely in awe of the entire production. I was satisfied. And I'm sure those who viewed online would agree that next year they need to be here.
And
right?
I think now they would have a lot more time to plan. So just imagine they had 3-4 months in order to make sure that they pull off this. This is what it looked like. You have months in advance to put on a whole entire carnival. So you could just imagine if this was touched, how big it can 52 can actually be. But yeah, and so if you are thinking about, if you're overseas and you're thinking about coming to St. Kitts, you need to be here for Sugar Mass 50. You have 11 more months. 11 more months to plan. It's going to be from December the 15th, 2023 to January the 2nd, 2024. So there's no excuse for you not to actually come.
One of the things that we are actually at, I'm sorry, we cannot introduce that. We are actually at the prize giving ceremony here at the circus. And one of the highlights for me here is that they're going to be launching, I think, the theme for Sugar Mass 52.
Oh, okay.
So it just gives you an idea of how far ahead they're planning for Sugar Mass 52.
Right.
So it gives you an idea too that Sugar Mass 52 will be bigger and better.
Right.
And I look forward to that.
And are you finally going to play Mass, or are you going into a show?
Stay tuned to ZIZ and find out.
Oh, so we're looking forward to. But as Tisha said, we're actually here at the prize giving ceremony down at the circus downtown, and the Honorable Samuel Duggins, the Minister of Creative Economy, is speaking right now and just giving a whole view of Carnival and the celebration and the success of Carnival. And I think overall, we did a phenomenal job. We should be proud of, as Shannon said, we are the #1 small island carnival in the Federation. Even of those difficulties, how did you enjoy the street parade and the parading of the different color and vibrancy and excitement?
That was exciting to look at. Everyone that was on display, they looked beautiful. Even first comer who were with the Rebel Mass, who were with the Collision Band. They did well for their first year. And taking it back to Collision Band has for at least 10 years, and their crowd was massive. I was impressed to see and to know from like where they came from in terms of having a small crowd to a crowd that competes with new vibes. One of the more
popular and
the bands.
going up. Yeah. And how about the fact that Ultra actually now captured the crown? Not one, not two, not three, not four, but five consecutive. I think it's important to put up, consecutive years after year. So they must be doing something right. The fact that they had the title of Festival of the World represented Mexico, India, Colombia, and obviously our home country, St. Kitts and Nevis. And it was pure splendor. It was pure creativity. I know earlier in the year they had difficulty because they're like, we're not really sure that we're going to be able to come on the road.
Their revelers, they protested against it.
Right.
I guess they gave in and they were like, we have to give the people what they want.
We have to do this. We must do this. And they came out and they won. And then obviously, first runner-up was Lux Carnival, which is out of New York City. Two of the co-founders live there. And then second was Naughty Mass. Yes, and that was actually a new brand troupe on the road, and to see that they actually plays, I think that's really encouraging. I think that's really motivating for them to step up their game and their quality, so that they could dethrone the winner.
Right,
Yeah.
and for persons who are also interested in being a part of it in terms of organizing their own troupe, or who's creative enough to establish a brand for themselves, I think that's encouraging them to also be a part of Sugar Mass.
Yeah.
I think it's open for newcomers.
Yeah.
Whether you're from another country and you want to contribute, it's open.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think you said something really paramount when you said St. Kitts Nevis Carnival is all inclusive. It's for everybody. It has everything for everybody. We have fringe events. And if you're not particularly artistic, if you don't like the shows, the calypso, they have other events that you could attend. So we make sure that we keep you busy and make sure that your needs are fulfilled and actually met. So as we said before, we are here tonight at the prize giving ceremony. It's the last actual event of the carnival season where the winners are going to be awarded their monetary compensation and their cash prize. So what we're going to do with that is we're also going to try to pull away some of the winners and try to get an interview with them, see how they feel, see what type of struggles and difficulties they had to their individual winnings. So make sure you stay tuned to ZIZ, make sure you stay involved with us, and we'll be able to give you that update and that information. Tisha, you have anything else to say?
I just wanted to ask and to piggyback off the statement that you made about fringe events. Did you attend any fringe events?
I did attend a fringe event. I mean, I went to Cooler Fete. I'm not the type to be out there and walking up and drinking all that stuff, which there's nothing wrong with that, because I think you should enjoy yourself the way that you can. But I attended Cooler Fete and a little small event. I mean, it was fantastic because I am the type of individual where when they have a crowd of people who are enjoying themselves and we're in full unity, I am big on culture, I'm big on unification, I'm big on preservation of our culture. So of course I was in my element. And I was ecstatic when I looked around. It was the same thing for Last Lap. It was the same thing for Parade Day. It was the same thing for the individual shows that I went to, where I saw my people being elated and celebrating the history that we have and how far we have come. I think it's time for us to be triumphant, to rejoice, and to celebrate as people, to know that we have overcome and that we have moved forward. Yes, that was my highlight.
You sound like you're ready to write the theme for Sugar Mass 52.
You think?
Because what you just said was basically the theme for this year.
Really?
Well, last year's Carnival.
Yeah.
Celebrate as one for Sugar Mass 51.
Right.
I attended DJ Terra's Sunset and Friends.
Where was that?
At Royal St. Kitts.
Okay. I think another big event.
Quality event.
I think another
Boozy brunch.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that was it.
Drinking up you. I love the festival. I love the bacchanal. And when the people them party like an animal, you don't know.
Watch here. Okay. And now we take you to the Road March Champions, winning $20,000. Give it up for Grandmasters. Singing outside again featuring Ruckus and Dijon. Give it up, give it up, give it up for the Grandmasters band. See them there. I watch your Hicks walking Boston. You can watch ya. You can watch ya. Watch ya.
Watch a man. Well deserved. I don't know how Hicks to do it, boy, but well deserved.
Like I said, this is the grand finale of Carnival Buzz, and we are here with road match champs, Grandmasters,
Right.
Ruckus HD. HD? HE, His Excellency. Where's the D from? Where's the E from? What does HE mean?
High energy, high energy.
And that is what they brought this year. High energy. High energy.
Yeah.
And we are here as well with the man himself, Dijon. And they're both going to tell us all about Sugar Mass 51 for them and how they were able to capture this coveted title of Road Match Champs. So, Ruckus, firstly, you. Tell us their idea behind, because I know you're the lead for Outside Again. Tell us the idea behind the song.
Well, Outside Again, if I'm to be honest, Outside Again was actually written in, let's say, late 2020, early 21. Because we had high hopes of getting back on the road at some point. Because, you know, we were facing the pandemic and all that. And we had high hopes in 2021 that we were going to be back on the road again, you know, and so that song was written with the intention of people tramping on the road. But of course, you know, that did not happen in 2021, and so we decided to leave the song until it was the perfect time for the song to drop, you know, which would have been 2022, right? You know, and again, like I said, this song was written even before we were able to come back on the road, because we knew that we were going to come back at some point, you know, and so I penned this song in the walls of my bedroom. Yeah, the song was penned in the walls of my bedroom, and I was home thinking about, you know, what is going to happen when we reach back on the road. You know, how can we play on the minds of people when we get back on the road. You know, so yeah, it was written.
That's a point right there. How are you going to play on the minds of people when you get back on the road? And I feel like for persons being inside for 2 years and being outside.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
that definitely played on the emotion. I mean, that song was everywhere.
Yeah.
It was repeated. It was
Catchy.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so I was thinking, how did you know that that song was going to be as popular, as success? Or did you even know? Did you have an idea, an inclination? I mean, are you just like, let me just throw it out there in the wind and see if anybody catch it?
Crazy enough, right?
Yeah.
When I wrote the song, I knew that the song was going to be a good song.
Okay.
Based on the melodies and stuff like that.
Right.
I knew it was going to be sweet as well.
Right.
But I can't stay here and say that I knew that it was going to be the big song that it is
yeah,
today.
Right.
You know,
right.
I just knew that it was going to be a good song. Even before I decided that I was...
But this is Wukas.
Yeah.
It's always a great song.
But I mean, even before I decided to include Dijon
Yeah.
on the track, I knew it was going to be a good song. But including Dijon even took it to another level.
So how did you come up with the idea that Dijon was the one? Because they have many artists in St. Kitts that you could choose from. We know that he's Mr. Popular. Everybody loved Dijon. But how did you know that he was the perfect one to actually engage in this song?
Well, after we started to make the beat for the song and stuff like that, and the sweet melodies in the song, we knew that we wanted somebody who has a very melodious voice to actually carry the hook of the song. And so I reached out to Dijon, and even without him hearing the beat, without him knowing the words to the song, anything, he just said, "Bye. Are ready?
You agreed?
Let's
It was
go."
meant to be. It was meant to be. It was meant to be.
Yeah, let's go.
So did you, when he actually called you up and be like, hey, I got this track, I want you on it, are you going to be a part of it? Like, how did you feel? Were you honored? Were you? This is Wukas you're talking about. So, I mean, what were the emotions that was going through when he actually called you up?
I was actually excited because this is my first time doing
A
song,
soca
like,
song.
not necessarily a soca song, but like
Okay.
a band song.
A band song, a wireless.
Like how much BPMs it was?
162.
About that, and that's a lot for me. I accustomed to
Okay.
sing like smoother
Like-
melodies and
like
stuff
slower,
like that. So,
yeah.
so it was a bit of a challenge, to move to that type of tempo and everything. And
How were you able to overcome that challenge though?
come on, we just we just get in the studio and do this.
Do what you have to do.
This is what we live for, man.
Right.
Yeah, it was an experience for me, and not just winning, but the whole Carnival experience, being on top of the band, because that was my first time actually doing something like that. So like just being up there and feeling.
Did
the
you
energy.
always want to be involved in a soca song or Carnival in some kind of wireless in some manner?
Honestly, I wasn't
That wasn't your
thinking about
objective?
it. I wasn't
Okay.
thinking about it, but it happened and it was beautiful. You know what I mean? And
Multi-talented
yeah,
boy,
hopefully
multi-talented.
we can do this again and do it again and do it again and again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was going to be my next question. Is this a trend for you? Is that, I mean, we have Ruckus HE, High Energy, and Loverboy du jour coming together and making such a
Lovely, a beautiful song. I mean,
But you know what funny though?
Yeah.
What's funny, right, is that we have always said that we're going to do something together. And
Yeah.
not necessarily a wireless or on the side of the band,
Right.
because both of us are artists and both of us take part in the Soca Monarch competition, right? And we always said that we were going to do a song. But I never thought that I would have reached to the point where I had to reach out to this show to be a part of a wireless, as we call it locally, And but I knew that he was going to add to the song. I just knew that he was going to add to the song, and I have to give him full props here now, because he was basically the one that came up with the outside again, so
That was it.
yeah.
That was
is
the
it.
sweetness to
That's
it.
what everybody remembers.
Yeah. We went to the studio, right? And I mean, we were there trying to figure out what the hook was going to be. I knew how I wanted the hook to end, but I had no idea what the meat of the hook was going to be. And I told him, I said, look, I don't care what you sing, just make sure that it ends by saying, on the road again.
And he delivered.
And look, that's all I had for the hook.
Yes.
And we came together, and we are creatives, and so it just came naturally.
Yeah.
It just came naturally. He started mumbling something, and I was like, sing it out, man, sing it out, let we go. Outside again. That's it.
I love it.
Come on. That's it.
And that is the creative process that we'd like people to understand. Like, it doesn't necessarily happen that, okay, you're going to a studio and you just know what you want. You go and you dabble and you try new things and you...
It's a matter of trying again to make sure that you get the perfect melody. So when you guys were announced the winner of Road March, what was that celebration like? What was that emotion like? Did you guys get all the Carib you could possibly get? And I mean, what was the celebration? Yeah, please be honest. Please be honest with them. Tell us the truth. Tell us the truth.
If I am being completely honest,
This is
right?
completely frank.
And this is me, just being as open as possible. I was looking at the live on my phone and so, waiting for the road match results, and like when I heard road match, like the heart started beating fast.
Were you kind of nervous?
Yeah,
Like,
man. Yeah.
right.
I was like, boy, I wonder if I win. Boy.
What?
I wonder if I win. And then when they call the points, right? Like even my band members could tell you, like, I got to town very late, and it's not because I wanted to be late. Reason why I got to town late and last stop is because I broke down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow. I broke down, and reason being is because there were a lot of talks out there, oh, this gonna happen, that gonna happen, you know. And I guess all of that was built up, you know. And I stayed home. I tell you, when I heard the results, yeah, I rejoiced, and then I started to reflect on the whole process of, you know, of what we went through over the last 2 years, and then now coming with a song, you know, that people enjoy during the whole carnival season, you know, and to be a part of that really made me feel great within myself, you know, and not because I was the one, you know, well, the main writer on the song or the one that did the song with the show, but just for the fact that people actually enjoyed our creativity.
Right.
You know, that in itself.
And embraced it. Right.
Yes, that in itself is powerful for me. Eh?
Was this your first road march song?
No.
Okay. No. I didn't think it was. I wanted to ask you.
No, this was actually my second road march. I sang the road march song in 2016, which was Walk Your Shift.
Okay, Walk Your Shift.
Yes, in 2016. So this is actually my second road march, you know, and this was
Right. The first one. So I was just about to ask you, where were you when you first heard the news? Grandmasters outside again, road march winners for 2022-2023.
I think I was home. I was home just chilling, you know what I mean, waiting until I hear the results. But when I hear it, that was it. Celebration, on from there, party. Yeah, because this is something big for me, honestly. This is my first try. And first, you know what I mean, proper execution and everything. So I felt like I deserve it. We deserve it. You know what I mean? And to see the
there's a lot of work that went into it.
Yes, and to see the reception, like to how people take in the song and the song actually travel like beyond our federation. You know what I mean? And it's doing work still as we speak. You know what I mean? So it's an amazing feeling. Yeah. Could never lie about that.
Yeah. This song right now is being used for different carnivals. This song has now become the song that different islands are now using as their theme for their carnival, because it dropped in such it is just the right time for this song.
And the right wording, because you really can't use, I mean, the English vocabulary has a lot of words that you could use, but outside again seems so appropriate to what we went to.
Again, it's outside again.
The melody, I think I should get it on the next track.
Look, even in 2028, if you say that we are outside again, it's facts.
Right, it's facts. Facts.
Outside again.
But it's more relevant because we have been through the COVID, and we're like, dang, we were closed up, we were caged, we couldn't go out. So now that you're outside, you know, outside again. So anyway, congratulations to you guys. You guys are the road march winners.
I just want to say I have a photo op with the road match kings.
But for real though, congratulations on being the road march. Outside again is an amazing song. We're proud of you guys, we support you. So I hope it does well regionally and internationally. And we hope you continue to contribute to Weiler's Soca and big it up. Yeah,
man, he coming back.
Okay, he coming back. Looking forward to it. Coming back. It's always good to be multi-talented, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, thank you guys.
Drinking up you. I love the festival. I love the bacchanal. And when the people them party like an animal, you don't know when to check up Shibamba.
All right, so we are with Tijan with Young Vibration, and he just actually received his cash prize. So congratulations. So how does it feel to know, with all the preparation, the hard work, the dedication, the consistency, you guys were able to capture the first runner-up position?
Well, I feel wonderful that we actually got to place, because we've been, working very hard, trying to capture everything. But, who knows, maybe next year we might capture.
Were there any difficulties or struggles or any limitations that you guys had when you were preparing for the steel pan competition?
We had a lot of different kind of things. People working different hours, can't be able to make it to practice. Or like for myself, I work at a hotel, so
right.
You know how
you had to juggle that.
Yeah. So coming after work, trying to
and making all the sacrifice.
Yes, those kind of things.
Well, I mean, you guys overcome. So congratulations on your first runner-up position, and I'm sure that money is going to come in handy. So all the best to you. All right, thank you.
Drinking up you. I love the festival. I love the bacchanal. party like an animal, you don't know. Shake up, shibamba.
So for those of you who've been staying with us on Carnival Buzz, you know that we had a conversation prior to the Panorama competition with EBJ Harmonics, and they told us that they're vying for the 3-time consecutive win. And look what happened. They won.
We got it.
All right, tell us how that feels.
It's amazing. I mean, we set a goal and we accomplished it. So, I mean, we couldn't ask for anything better than that.
Tell us about the preparations. I mean, I know it was long nights.
Yeah.
So tell me.
I mean, where do I begin? We're a band who, when we put our minds to something and we set that goal, as I said, that we did, we want to accomplish it and accomplish it big. And I mean, leading up to the competition, we had a lot of challenges that we faced, and you know, we had to find as many of the solutions that would have gotten us to our end goal. And it involved, as you said, long nights. We had parents calling, when is my child coming home? You know, we had so many things that we had to face, but at the end of the day, we stuck together as the group that we are, and we persevered, and this was the end result.
Okay, so what can we expect from EBJ Harmonics next? I mean, are there any tours that you guys are going to do? What are you guys going to do with the cash prize? I mean, are you going to get new persons, new pans? What's the goal for you guys next? What's next?
Well, one of the things that we like to do, or what that we started doing, was each time we won, we decide as a band which new pan we are going to get. So that's one of the first things, you know, we've been considering. In addition to that, our 8th anniversary is actually coming up next month, so we are actually in the process of planning our celebration for the 3-peat and celebrating our 8 years of existence. So that's where we are at this start of the year. Obviously, going forward, we're going to be focusing on next year's competition. We haven't yet, you know, chosen a song or anything, but those are some of the things that we're looking towards in the coming months, weeks.
And we're excited for that. And like I said, I've been speaking with one of the members of EBJ Harmonics. They would have captured the Panorama competition title for 2022 to 2023 for Sugar Mass 51.
Drinking up you, I love the festival, I love the bacchanal. And when the people them party like an animal, you don't know. Shake up, shibamba.
All right. So we are here with Mr. Bacchanal. Bacchanal. Thanks for correcting me.
Yes.
Bacchanal. But so he has won multiple times. So I know that you have won this title multiple times. How have this win been different than the other ones?
Well, this one is my best yet.
Okay.
Because I haven't been there since 2019. I got sick, moved to the States, and come back. You know, people wait me off,
Right.
and come back, and it was just licks, and more licks.
More licks. What type of sacrifice you had to make in order to make sure that this was a success?
But actually, I had to run and come home, leave doctor appointments, because you know they were saying that we could have done a different elimination, but then they changed their mind and said we had to come home to perform.
Yeah.
So I had to abandon everything up there and come down.
Okay.
So the plan was to come down and go back up after the elimination, but I ended up had to stay down. So that was some real sacrifice I had to make, you know, losing money, doctor appointments and other stuff.
Right. So you had to make a lot of sacrifice. But how did you know that this was going to be a winning song for this category?
Well, you know, I said, being that we haven't had Carnival outside for 2 years, the song that I win with is like, I can't miss it. So from I started writing the song, I started to feel it one time, like when I won my first crown. When I wrote that song, Carnival Bus, I was like, okay, this is it.
Yeah.
And I had the same feeling when we wrote the song. But this song was also wrote by me and a guy called Paul Martin.
Okay.
So when I wrote mine and sent it to him, by the time he sent him back the finished product, I was like, okay, this is the song. And that's why I walk out. I couldn't have missed the Soca Man Apps. I had to abandon everything, catch a flight and come down.
Right.
And that's what I did.
And now you're actually the winner of the Power.
No, the Groovy.
The Groovy, sorry.
Winner of the Groovy and first one up in the Power.
And first one up in the Power. So you placed in both categories.
Both categories.
And you were able to receive the monetary compensation.
Yes.
So do you have anything that you could give us, like a little sneak peek for Sugar Mass 52?
Well, we have music working on right now. We already started since the end of the show, because I'd actually lose my zest.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't feeling like doing the music anymore, and then one day, I got to big up JTS, I got to big up Stickle. And I heard a song from JTS, I think was a song called Crazy Man.
Right.
And that they gave me inspiration to write some music.
Okay.
So I had one song, and then one song turned into 4 songs.
So your zest is back?
My zest is back.
Okay.
So after the Soca Monarch, and I got some beats from musician, and I started to write one time. So I could tell you, this year Sugar Mass, I'm going to be here. I'll probably leave a Culturama.
Okay.
So I'm going to be here probably for Culturama, but Sugar Mass for sure. I'm going to be here.
Okay, so we're definitely looking out because we know you always have something creative and innovative.
Yes.
So congratulations
Thank
to
you
you
very much.
and keep on doing your good work.
Yeah, man. Big up ZAZ from the Carnival boss, Mr. Bagnall. Army walk, yeah.
All right, appreciate you.
Drinking up you. I love the festival. I love the bacchanal. And when the people them party like an animal, you don't know when to check up Shibamba.
So we're here with the Soca Monarch Power segment winner, Statics, and he won with his song,
The Cowbell.
The Cowbell.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting song.
Thank you.
Tell me how you came up with that. How did you, the idea of incorporating all these different musical...
It was just a thought, waking up in the morning. You know, something you wake up in the morning, you're laying on your bed, thinking all kind of things, and I know Soca Monarch was coming up. I had a similar thought way back in high school, but it's only until now I get to put everything together to create this song. Thinking about the local style, putting other culture styles into our style, saying that, you know, it's just a rhythm if you think at a cowbell.
And that's facts.
That's true. You love the cowbell as well?
I love it. I mean, when I heard it, I was like, that was a very interesting song. The musical combination, I mean, I love music. So hearing you incorporate all those different islands, when you took us to the Caribbean, I love that.
Yeah, and the fact that you were included as part of the Road March contenders, how did that make you feel to know that your song that you penned was part of Road March and you were eligible to win the big prize?
The big prize for Road March?
Yeah, for Road March.
I wasn't Road March, but
I know, but I'm saying that they entered it as a Road March contender.
Oh, well, first of all, I want to big up the Upset Squad.
Right.
That's my band.
Okay.
You know, being in the Road March contender was like a joy for me because I always thought of having my own band, competing for these kind of things, and it finally came to pass.
Right.
I mean, I didn't win, but they got to look out for me this year.
Right.
Trust me, because that was just a practice run.
Right. A rehearsal.
Yes.
So you're coming bigger for Sugar Mass 52.
Bigger
and better.
Like Digicel.
All right, he just shouted out Digicel. But anyway, congratulations. Bigger and better.
So look out for Statics for Sugar Mass 52.
Right. Congratulations to you, though.
I said that the same way.
All right. Appreciate you.
Drinking up you. I love the festival. I love the bacchanal. And when the people them party like an animal, you don't know when to check up Shibamba.
All right. So we are back, and we are here with
Michaela Martin.
And she is what position did you obtain?
3rd place.
3rd runner-up in the competitive talented teen. Many people dubbed it the Miss Universe of St. Kitts and Nevis, and Michaela was able to capture the 3rd runner-up position. So, Michaela, knowing that this was a very intense competitive competition, how were you able to secure a 3rd runner-up position? What type of preparation was required for this type of show?
With hard work and dedication, I honestly feel like it paid off. All the late nights, all the doubts, all the regrets, all the crying, it really did pay off in the end.
Did you say all the crying?
Yes, all the crying.
Did you do a lot of crying?
Yes, I did, especially when I was stressed, yes.
Right. What lesson did you take away from this whole entire experience that you could apply to your future career or your life in general?
This lesson taught me to always interact and to be grateful for whatever place you come in life, and to always be grateful for the people around you, to appreciate the bonds that you have with others and the ones that you work with.
Yeah, and one more question is, your father is a big supporter. How did he, what role did he play in making sure that you worked hard and did your best on that night?
My father played an important role, especially in the interview. He taught me a lot, and especially with the posting and stuff. I am really grateful.
Yeah, thank you, Michaela. So that was Miss Michaela Martin, who actually secured the third runner-up position.
Drinking up you, I love the festival, I love the bacchanal. And when the people them party like an animal, you don't know when to check up Shibamba.
We are here with King Socrates, and he would have just been awarded for his participation for Sugar Mass 51. I mean, I know Slice of Paradise was a beautiful song.
Double slice.
Double slice.
Double scoop, double slice.
Double slice. Beautiful arrangement.
Yep, thank you very much.
How do you feel about the outcome for Sugar Mass 51?
I think it was a successful carnival overall. We're here tonight to give prize given to all the winners, so I think it's at the end of the day, we can only congratulate the Carnival Committee for splendid production for Sugar Mass 51, 52, I'll be back.
And I look forward to it. I know you guys are too.
Definitely. Peace, love, and happy 2023 to one and all.
Thank you.
Drinking up you, I love the festival, I love the bacchanal. And when the people them party like an animal, you don't know when to check up Shibamba.
All right, so we are with Miss Independent, the Calypso Monarch for 2022-2023. I know that a lot of work and a lot of preparation went into actually trying to recapture this crown. How does it feel to know that your hard work, your effort, your talent, your skill, all those skills and a sacrifice that you make, and you were able to emerge the winner?
Well, I can honestly say it's a good feeling for a woman to be back on top. And of course I have to congratulate everybody that participated in the Senior Calypso Monarch this year. Of course I have to give thanks to my hard-working team, my manager, Mr. Azim Bailey, and the team leader, Miss Jessica Jeffords.
Right. And how did you come up with the concept for your songs?
The first song, The Cure, was actually started out as a joke. I sent it to some of my friends, asking them what they think about the song, and I was like, continue writing, and I just came up and I was like, okay then, the government changed, let's have a fun pun on what happened.
Okay. And the second song?
The second song is a more serious song. It was a reflection of what happened with the young lady and the young man in Sunny Point, and Julie Charles, she said, okay, we need something. At the time, I was not sure how to put the song in words, and eventually it came to me, and of course, Mr. Corey Tyson, who did the music, had to actually work with me to actually get the sound that I wanted for the second song. So it was not just about the music, but the lyrics in the second song was the most important.
Right. And you were able to capture the crown. So is there anything that you want to tell other females who are pondering whether or not they should enter the Calypso arena? What type of words of encouragement you want to give to them?
Well, you never know unless you try.
Right.
So I'm encouraging all females, both young and old. We have a junior monarch and we have a senior monarch to show that anything is possible. And of course, we have places that are females also.
Right.
So
it's definitely changing.
It's possible.
Yes. So congratulations to you and all your success. Are you going to be participating in Sugar Mass 52, or you don't know as yet?
I'm not sure as yet.
Okay. Well, we'll look forward to it, and hopefully you can contribute.
Thank you.
Thank you, and all the best.
Drinking up you, I love the festival, I love the bacchanal. And when the people them party like an animal, you don't know when to check up Shibamba.
All right, so we are here with the national swimsuit winner, Miss
Kelaine Gale. Good night.
Good night to everyone. And Kelaine, I know I attended that show, and I know how much work and commitment and dedication that it is to go on that stage and look the fantastic way that you did. So what type of sacrifices did you make in order to capture this crown?
Sacrifices that I made is definitely the long nights, the diets, the committing to the gym.
Right.
All of those type of work is It's a lot.
Yeah. And how did all that effort and work and commitment help you to grow as a person?
It definitely helped me to grow as a person. The time management, it definitely helped me with that, because if you know me, you know me.
Right.
Yeah, so that has definitely improved.
Yeah. So what do you plan to do with your year of reign? Is there anything that you're looking for? Any platform or message that you have that you really want to focus on?
A platform, I would hope I can go into speaking more about sustainability and being more sustainable.
Okay.
That's one thing I would hope that I'll be able to speak.
And that's what you're passionate about?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for the interview, and congratulations on all your success, and congratulations with your reign. Thank you.
Drinking up you. I love the festival. I love the bacchanal. And when the people them party like an animal, you don't know when to check up Shibamba.
All right, so we are here with the Republic Bank talented pageant queen, and she's just going to tell us a Happy New Year and send some greetings to her friends and families out there.
Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you have a prosperous year filled with greatness, joy, and you achieve all the things you want to this year. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Drinking up you. I love the festival. I love the bacchanal. And when the people them party like an animal, you don't know when to check up Shibamba.
And your National Carnival Queen receiving a check for $20,000, a Samsung Galaxy A33 5G sponsored by Flo, and also receiving a handcraft trophy by Glenroy Bell of Classic Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, Shafaya Gishard. Well, thank you very much. You should go in a choir.
All right, we're here with the National Carnival Queen winner. So what I want you to do is just introduce your name and your sponsor.
Hi, my name is Shafia Gishad. My sponsor was the Wire Think It's Hotel.
All right. So congratulations on your win. You were fantastic and consistent all that night. I particularly enjoyed your talent. How did you actually come up with that concept and idea? I think it was so creative.
Well, my team and I had this image about a man speaking on the things that he dislikes about women nowadays, and we just worked on that idea and we came up with that whole concept.
Right. And for the preparation of the show and the sacrifices and the difficulties, did you encounter a lot of obstacles, and how were you able to overcome them to actually be able to capture the crowd?
Actually, yes, we did encounter some obstacles, especially with my national pride dress. We had less than 2 days to recreate it, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so that was one of the biggest challenges we encountered.
And you came out and you win. How many sections did you actually? 3 sections. And was the national costume one of them? No, it wasn't. Okay. But you were able to capture the 3. Is there any lessons that you learned from this whole entire experience that you will be able to apply to your life and to your career moving forward?
Honestly, I think that I learned a whole lot of discipline. I took to stay consistent with gymming and just training consistently. Yeah, the discipline was definitely transformed my life.
And then, what are you looking forward to your reign? I know that as an ambassador of St. Kitts, they usually send you to the Jay-Z's Caribbean show, so I'm sure there's preparation that's going to go into that. But is there anything that you're looking forward to in regard to your reign for over the year?
I'm actually looking forward to speaking more about my platform, which is mental health awareness amongst men, trying to encourage men to speak out their issues and just make it, advocate for it a little bit more.
Yeah. To normalize it more, because we really don't speak about mental health and we have to struggle with that.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes. So congratulations on your win and congratulations on your reign. We wish you all the best. Thank you.
Drinking up you. I love the festival. I love the bacchanal. And people them party like an animal, you don't know.
All right, so we are here with the Minister of Creative Economy, Mr. Honorable Samuel Duggins. And Samuel, I know that this has been Sugar Mass 51, and I know that you just recently got elected, and you just got this wonderful position of Ministry of Creative Economy. How was the preparation, and was it difficult preparing, knowing that you had such a short period of time to actually prepare for Carnival?
It really was. I must say, when we got elected in August of last year, we recognized that to pull off a Carnival, we only had about 3 months to really get everything together.
Yeah.
And then that was compounded by the issues that we had globally. Supply chain issues, so many other issues, skyrocketing prices. And so to pull a Carnival together in a short time with all of these surmounting issues was indeed a heavy task.
What? Oh, go ahead. What you saying?
But I must say, the Carnival Committee, ably led by Chairperson Shannon Harley, really did an outstanding job. And the Ministry of Creative Economy, led by Valencia Sider as PS, and our youngest director in the civil service, Ms. Webb, I think they really pulled the right set of people together and pulled off a magnificent feat. And tonight we stand here bringing it all down, bringing the curtains to a close, and we could all stand here and celebrate Carnival Sugar Mass 51.
Yes, I mean that sounds so good. Sugar Mass 51 outside again.
That's right.
And I know that it's a mammoth task in order to put on a celebration of this magnitude.
Oh, yeah.
Was there any consideration where, you know what, we're not going to have Carnival this year? That didn't even enter into your mind at all, just because of all the bottlenecks and the struggles and the difficulties and the short time frame that you had?
Well, the idea of not having it did not cross.
Okay.
I must say, however, the challenges were very real.
Right.
And so many days you wake up and you have to hurdle the challenges and you keep trying to figure out how can we deliver.
Yes. Yes.
How can we surpass all the issues and obstacles and deliver a quality product?
Right.
Because the thing is, we did not want to just deliver a Carnival.
We wanted it to be extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
Right.
And we see so many successes this year. Largest participation in the parade day, largest participation in Juve. Just so many successes this year. And of course, we've had some stumbling blocks, of course.
Right.
And with anything that you plan in such a short
Right.
time, you will have some of those.
Was there any highlight of the Carnival? Because we had so many. We had the shows, the Calypso show, the Fringe events, the street parade. Was there anything, in your opinion, that was a highlight for you, that you really recall, that
So
you
many.
really...
So many.
Was there
I mean,
one particular that stood out above the other?
I think if I had to choose anything,
Yeah.
it would be between the opening and midnight escape.
Okay.
Because these were so innovative and it really showcased the ability of our talent on the island.
Okay.
And it's all for us by us.
Right, right.
You know? So that to me would have been the main highlight, I would say.
And I totally agree, because the opening, as a lot of people would say, it's dubbed the best opening that they have ever seen. And Midnight Escape is something that we have never seen before in our federation, and it was a phenomenal success. So is there anything that we can look forward to for Sugar Mass 52? Any teaser that you can give us to let us know that, hey, Sugar Mass 52 is going to be even bigger and better and greater?
So when we launched Carnival in the press conference, I went on record saying this would be the biggest and the best Carnival. Sugar Mass 51 would have been a highlight. What I can say about Sugar Mass 52, it'll be 51 times 2.
Wow. He said 51 times 2. So anybody considering coming to Sugar Mass, you heard it from the Minister of Creative Economy. So I want to wish you all the best for the new year, and congratulations on this new wonderful position. We know that you're going to do great things. Is there anything that you want to say to shout out to your people? Happy New Year, whatever you want to say.
Yes, I would just like to wish the entire federation and the diaspora and the entire region. You know, wonderful 2023. We've had so many persons reaching out from different carnivals around the region, looking at collaboration, and I believe 2023 we'll see a different momentum, not just in St. Kitts Nevis, but throughout the region in terms of development of Carnival. And we led the way, coming out the gates early with Sugar Mass 51, and we're going to close it with Sugar Mass 52.
Yeah. As Shannon said, we're going to be the best small island carnival in the world. Yeah. So thank you, Minister. I appreciate you.
Drinking up you. I love the festival. I love the bacchanal. And when the people them party like an animal, you don't know when to check up Shibamba.
Alright, we are here with first time Grand Parade troupe Naughty Mass, and you're going to tell us about your experience being on the road for the first time for Sugar Mass 51.
I mean, well, the experience was good. I mean, the troop members, they enjoyed themselves. You know, we had fun on the road. We placed third, and for our first time troop, I think that's great. I mean, I don't see we had much problem. We had a lot of problems. We had a couple of things that we had to get done. You know, we're gonna do better next time out. Hopefully for 52, we come out bigger and better.
Alright, give us a little backstory about Naughty Mass. How did you come up with the name? How was the original idea of having this Grand Parade troupe conceptualized?
Okay, Naughty Mass came together with two individuals, one out of Nevis, one out of St. Kitts, Ali Davids and me. We came together, you know, we had another name and then, you know, that name couldn't be used, so we came up with Naughty Mass. I mean, we just wanted something different, something homegrown, something where everybody can have fun, and Naughty Mass it is. We got together and got Grandmasters behind us, and we did it. Third place, better next time.
All right, congratulations on your placement. How did you determine what band you would want a part of your troupe? How did you come up with that? How did you?
Well, I mean, I've been following Grandmasters for a very long time, so it wasn't really hard to pick which band. I mean, we decided to go with Grandmasters this year, and we hopefully will be going with Grandmasters again next year. Well, this year we'll be going again, so if we come on the road again, look out for us. Naughty Mass it is.
That was about to be my next question. Can we look out for Naughty Mass for Sugar Mass 52?
52, bigger and better. Remember, bigger and better.
All right, guys, you hear that? Look out for Naughty Mass on the road for Grand Parade for Sugar Mass 52. Thank you. All the best.
Drinking up you. I love the festival. I love the bacchanal. And when the people them party like an animal, you don't know when to check up Shibamba.
This is the grand finale of Sugar Mass 51. We would have taken you through the prize giving ceremony. We would have had some interviews with some of the winners. They would have told you about their experiences. They would have shared what you can expect from them for Sugar Mass 52. Yeah. Are you excited?
It's bittersweet because what happened is that Sugar Mass 51 is over and you have to wait 11 months for the next carnival. But on the other hand, I am ecstatic because this was such a remarkable success. And as you said before, we were able to interview some winners, some Carnival troupe founders, the Honorable Samuel Duggan, and he gave us some insight on what we should look forward to for Sugar Mass 52. So overall, I should be elated. But in my opinion, I think it was a great experience. I think we were able to have a wonderful time. You were a fantastic co-host, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate your energy and your talent and your wit for actually coming and being able to deliver and help convey the message to people who are online and looking, who is not able to be here, so that they can feel the same energy and the same type of festiveness that we feel. Yeah, I think that's it.
I love that you said that because Sugar Mass was indeed very festive.
Yeah.
Festive.
Yeah. And as I said, it's bittersweet that we are ending it, but life goes on, and we have to look forward to Sugar Mass 52. And as everybody is saying, bigger, better, grander, and sweeter. So look out for Sugar Mass 52. Is there any last parting words that you would like to say to everyone?
I would just like to wish our audience, our viewing audience here on ZIZ, a happy and bright new year. Happy 2023. I wish you guys success. I wish you all the desires of your heart for 2023. And I hope that you stick and stay with us throughout the year as we bring you all that's happening here in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And I want to echo what Skatisha said. I want to wish everybody who tuned in, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We really couldn't do this without you. So because of your viewership and because of your engagement, we're able to deliver wonderful content and be able to help you to see what Sugar Mass 51 is all about. So make sure you share it with all your friends, all your family, and let people know that St. Kitts and Nevis has the best small island carnival in the world. With that, I want to say a prosperous 2023 and hope all your dreams and your wishes come true. Until then, look for us for Sugar Mass 52. With that, we're out.
It's getting bright. And me say 869. Love we festival. Me not tell a lie. I love me festival. I love me carnival. I love the pretty girl whining, shaking up, drinking up, sure. I love the festival, I love the bacchanal. And when the people them party like an animal, you don't know. It's amazing feeling to be alive. So I party with me friends, enjoy my life. In a matter of drunk or sober, we still a vibe. So DJ, please turn this one up to the sky. Hey. Plenty of days, we playing mass and we can't get enough. Planes them flying in for the festival, the thing that I'm waiting, they're waiting. Oh, I love me festival. I love me festival. I love me carnival. I love the pretty girl whining, shaking up, drinking up, sure. I love the festival. I love the bacchanal. And when the people them party like an animal, you don't know. Soca music, calypso, man, that's how we culture. Been doing it forever. We'll never surrender.